Hi, my name is Solo People, and welcome to another Debrief podcast. This is episode 39, Monza. Yes, we're catching up now. We're on a few more to go, and then we'll be up to date. What we're going to be doing going forward, before we start talking about the podcast, I want everybody to, if you listen to it on iTunes or listen to it on Spotify, I want you to like the video, recommend it, and if you're watching this on YouTube, remember to smack that like button and all the good stuff. So going forward, we are a bit of a delay. This is from the 1st of September, really. This should have been done. But what we're going to do from that going forward, as soon as we do the race review on YouTube, straight away, we're going to do the debrief as well. So everything kind of goes along with each other. So enough of me rambling on. This is episode 39 of the debrief. And I'm bringing in my coach, who's my partner in crime, partner on the channel, 50-50, if you know what I'm saying. Keep it sports. This is TOTO. Abba.
Yeah, big up, man.
Here you go. So we're here. If you're not listening to it on, if you're not watching us on YouTube or listening to it on the podcast, he's in his Rocky. I think it's Rocky One robe. I think he looks like the Rocky One or Rocky Two, but it's a nice robe anyway. It's an LFC robe, by the way. Yeah. How you doing? Before we go start talking about Monza.
Yeah, doing well, doing well. Again, recapping on the Italian Grand Prix, and one of my favorite Grand Prix of the season,
Yeah.
in my opinion. So, but yeah, so far so good.
So we're gonna start off very quickly to go, with debrief. We try and get like about 10 minutes, so we're gonna start talking about it now. So basically, during the practice, Antonelli, yeah, that's the one. He's gonna be the successor to Lewis Hamilton, Sir Lewis Hamilton. And he had his first practice run in practice, and he crashed the car. So he was in Monza. The thing about it, his pace before looked okay. He was doing good with his pace, but he crashed the car in practice one. You know what it's like. Look, you're a go karter, and if you're racing and you're doing any practice, I know it's not the same. Obviously, if you're crashing a go kart, it's not. We know it's like different regarding money wise, but you're crashing the car. If you was speaking to Antonelli, which you don't need, he doesn't need our advice. We're just talking about it. What would your advice be to him if he crashed on his first practice? Because he will be the successor to Sir Lewis Hamilton, and that
Yeah,
alone
yeah.
is pressure.
Antonelli's a good driver. He is a good driver.
Yeah.
I saw him in F2. I think he's an absolutely amazing driver to come through the ranks. But of course, it's his first time in the car, and yeah, what you'd probably be thinking, will Mercedes trust him in the car? End of the day, the guy's only young.
It
He's
was
only
a big
young.
session, though.
Yeah, it was, and he had these time, to get track time, because that's what it is as the reserve driver, academy driver. You barely get any track time in the Formula One car. You've got to
Yeah.
get as much track time as possible, but again, that's not your fault if you don't get any. That's if the driver's not available or the team just decides to put you in practice well. Because usually it's the reserve drivers and the academy drivers that go on in practice one in the car, get track time, adjust the setup. But yeah, look, of course, it was unlucky for him to crash the car. His first time in the car for Mercedes Formula One car. He's a bit unlucky, but I think he just still keep his head up. At the end of the day, he's an academy. He's a driver for Mercedes in the day, and he's a really good driver, and he should know that. But yeah, just keep his head up, and just carry on going, because at the end of the day, you got to put it this way: it's his first time in a Mercedes. It's only a practice session, but there's still pressure. There's still that pressure. We've got to take care of the car. You're not actually going to push to your full limits in a practice session. But of course,
you want to slowly take your time, and
Yeah.
But he was having a decent session before the crash. When he finished, he said to Toto said no problem. Even though it doesn't matter if the guy, even if Toto says no problem, he's still going to be pressure on yourself anyway. But like I said, he's stepping into Lewis Hamilton's shoes. as we could probably say. That alone is pressure. So we'll see how it goes. He's young as well, so he's being catapulted into this team. This is the guy that Toto Wolff has faith in. He's been watching him since he was young in the go-karting, and he's kind of paid through his journey as well. So we'll see how it goes. Lewis Hamilton, we're going to quickly go over to practice three. Practice three, Lewis Hamilton was absolutely immense, brilliant, fastest of the Mercedes 1 and 2 Mercedes in practice three. So what was your thoughts on that going into the qualifying, which we're going to talk about now and overall? We're not going to go for the review, we're just going to briefly go over it. So Lewis Hamilton, George Russell, 1 and 2 there. So regarding the race, I was happy for Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc winning it. I was really happy for him. He got his winning Monza, and now he's got his win. Now he's got his win in Monaco and in Monza as well. The two tracks there where you want to win as an Italian driver. He's not Italian. He's Monegascan. But when you drive a Ferrari, the two tracks you want to win are Monza and Monaco, and obviously the other one as well. So, what was your thoughts on him winning?
I think Ferrari did a good job.
Yeah,
a mad strategy when it predicted. Mad strategy. I like that. I like that stuff from Ferrari. Isn't always like you've got to think outside the box sometimes because Ferrari now is in an absolute great position. You know they're getting up there in the podiums. They're always getting top 3, top 4. Good points.
Yeah.
But I think for this race, they thought outside the box, and you know, it's boring to see the same old drivers go for the same strategy.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the exact same, but the same concept: medium, hards, mediums, or hard medium, medium, or hard medium soft. It's just the same strategy that everyone's going to go for, it's predicted and it's on the computer. Ferrari thought outside the box. They beat the system. Of course, Sainz got the back end of it. He got the worst end of it because he had the older tyres and plus he was out there for longer. But they both went for the same. I think Leclerc stayed out a bit longer on the first stint. That's what allowed him to have better tyre life towards the end. But when I saw Leclerc up front and I saw Sainz, I was thinking that Ferrari could actually get somewhere, and I was thinking Ferrari was going to win this race. Ferrari was going to win this race. Some people were saying to me that you know, it's going to be tight. I thought it was going to be tight. So I think it was going down to the wire. I think the only way Ferrari will lose his race is on the corners, because the corners, of course, where the tyre wear kicks in, and you won't get the maximum performance at the corners. And as you can see towards the end of the race, Ferrari was losing track time. They were losing seconds. But Leclerc pulled it off, man. And you got a Ferrari.
Oh yeah, and Sonoda as well. Sonoda, there weren't many talk about Sonoda. I was just looking at some stuff, but you know, the DNFs. There was only one DNF for the entire race, and for Monza, that's kind of rare. You usually get more than one DNF. Yeah. So you got one DNF, and that was only recorded by Sonoda. Bottas, who looks to be one of the front runners for the yet to be confirmed rear. Now I'm talking about some of the Sauber seat. Yeah, but Alonso missed out on P11 for Aston Martin. Again, but the only thing with Ferrari, they're not consistent. Now, if they would have been consistent for the beginning of the season, remember Ferrari were good at the beginning of the season. Ferrari do what they always do: the dip for about 6 or 7 races, and that always cost them. They always do good. They always do good at Monza. Most of the time, Leclerc was good at Monaco, and it's a shame that Ferrari couldn't have been there when Lando started fighting Max Verstappen, and that they could take more points off Max, innit? But it is what it is. Look, we're here where we're here. I thought it was a good race. I thought Charles Leclerc deserved to win. The strategy, like you just mentioned, was good. They rolled the dice and it worked, and it was absolutely amazing. So, fair play to Charles Leclerc. And really, that's the end of the debrief. Really, we just they had the winner, Charles Leclerc. I think McLaren still got a good points with Oscar Piastri coming second. I thought Oscar would have beat him. I thought Oscar had enough laps and enough. I thought the way the car was going, Oscar Piastri, I thought he had more than enough laps, right, and more than enough speed to catch the Ferrari. And I was shocked that he never. Was you shocked that he never? Because I was slightly shocked that he didn't catch him because I think they said you can go and get in now. I think the data was saying that that he could catch Charles Leclerc because he had the fresher tires because obviously Charles Leclerc pitted earlier. So I was shocked that Oscar Piastri never won it. So it is what it is, and it's one of them. Lando Norris still got the third. One more thing before we leave. Do you think Oscar should have slowed down and let Lando go second? Because they weren't going to win anyway. When Oscar Piastri knew that he wasn't going to win, yeah, he got to that stage where he knew he wasn't going to win. Do you think he should have slowed down, even though he finished 6 seconds in front of Lando? I think you should have told him to. That's what I.
It's that papaya rules that McLaren's been talking about on the radio. Yeah. Papaya rules that treat fairly, really. But Lando did let him go at Hungary, and then Piastri should return the favour.
No, but I just think the team is too woke, and this is what I like about Gilles Villeneuve. Just told them how it was.
Yeah. They need to get the priority straight. Yeah. Because if they want to go win the title, Lando should be the main priority. He's in front.
When they knew Lando Norris, you know how they look at it. They look at it and say, "Oh, we're not winning anyway, so we're just keeping the way they were, keeping the way they are." No, that's the wrong mentality. What you should be doing is to say, "Look, we know we're not going to win the race. Fair enough, we're not going to win the race. That's Charles Leclerc. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do a swap over." I think Max Verstappen finished. Let me see where Max Verstappen finished.
Nice.
So Max Verstappen finished 6th place. Now, when we're about 3 laps to go, they knew that they wasn't going to win. Okay, they knew it was going to be Oscar second, Lando third. Why didn't they just swap them over? I don't get it. This is where other teams would swap them over because all these little points now that Lando Norris is trying to scrap together, every point helps. Every little helps. To say on TV.
Points. If you
extra couple of points, exactly.
Because he got fastest lap.
Exactly. So he got fastest lap, and he should have just went second. It would have been perfect. But again, maybe this long break that's got they got. Maybe they're gonna wake up because even Villeneuve was saying at the end of the day, right? Lando has to win the championship. Villeneuve was saying at Hungary they should have done team orders from Hungary. That was way back. They should have done it from Hungary. That's what they should have done. And even Carew was saying, yeah, you're right. Forget all this nice being nice, yeah. If you want to win a world title, if you want Lando Norris to win the world title, start waking up. That's all I'm saying. But that's the end of it. A bit feisty towards the end. I was going to end it at 10 minutes. It's now 30 minutes. We're going to be signing off now, guys. Remember to hit that like button if you're watching it on YouTube. And if you're listening to it on iTunes and Spotify, remember to recommend the video and like the video as well. So Wednesday, we're going to be back tomorrow. We're going to be doing some more pre-records tomorrow. 2 more. That'll be the debrief done. And on Wednesday, if you're watching us on YouTube, we're doing a Premier League wrap, and it's going to be about 5 or 6 of us on the panel as well. So join us for that as well. So Toto Hammer, I'm going to leave you alone because I know you look tired, bro. You're late still. So anything to say before we leave?
No, nothing else to say. My league was called off this week, so there was no content in the league.
Oh, yeah.
So this week there will be a league. I don't know what track it is. I think it's Miami. I think it's Miami. It's Miami. It's an absolute pain. Hate that track to the heart. Of course, I like the surroundings. Of course, all that track's about glitz and glamour, in my opinion. There's no really aura about that track. There's no really. There's nothing to it. There is nothing to that track, and I absolutely hate it. So if it is Miami, it's pain. But again, practice. But yeah, that's it.
So that's it, guys. That's it. The debrief episode 39, episode 40, and 41 will be coming in the next 24 hours. Remember, guys, from now on, when the Grand Prix starts this week, we're going to be doing the debrief on time. So as soon as we've done our F1 review, we're going to be doing the pre-record straight away. So they'll be going up at similar time. So it's going to be regular from now on, guys, because I've got a bit of feedback from the iTunes and Spotify. People saying, when's the next one coming? I've had proper feedback. This is why I'm doing the audio. I was going to kind of slow back on the audio, because I've had a few comments saying, when's the next episode coming? If you're listening, I'm sorry for the people on Spotify. The next episode is going to be coming more regular every week now. So thanks for listening and thanks for recommending it as well. So see you later, guys. Big up to everybody. Let's get this video on. See you later, guys. I'm always delayed doing it. Here we go. See you later, guys. Bye.
On the brakes, Leclerc has that inside line. Perez goes off the track, comes again. Off goes Leclerc.